Hello, music lovers. Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Ms. Muzik. Come along with me as we navigate these rhythmic roads of music. Join me, won't you? Hello, music lovers, once again. Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Ms. Muzik, and I think I would like to tell you a little bit about myself before I debut my first video. This won't take long because I'm excited to go ahead and go to work on my first video. But anyway, I call myself Ms. Muzik. I'm here on YouTube, and I do have another channel also over here called The Book Connection. Feel free to look for that on YouTube and join us where we talk all things books. One of my favorite categories of books to read is musicians. Now, I was classically trained as a child in music, and we had the music teachers where you learned the Bach and Beethoven and Mozart and Brahms, all that, Chopin. And it wasn't, and I just was not driven or drawn, shall I say, to those type songs, even though I have grown to really love them. I really do. But as a kid, 6 years old, and the only music you wanted to hear was what you listened to on the radio or what was played around your house. My mom also played the piano, so she was the only one that could relate to the type of music I played, but actually played. Anyway, I grew up away from home, and I was exposed to, I don't know if it's a genre of music I have not heard. And for the most part, I like a lot of them, but I must admit, I love R&B, soul, funk, hip-hop, rock. But I think with rock is more so pop. To me, the difference between rock and pop is rock usually has more acts or more of the guitar-driven sound to theirs, like a metal type thing. And then pop is just like middle of the road, or usually pop songs have more of a crossover appeal. But I can listen to them even if they don't cross over if I like them. As a matter of fact, one of the segments I am going to do on this channel is going to be called About the Artist. Like on my other channel, The Book Connection, I have a feature that I call About the Author. So I'm going to do that channel over here as well. Then I'm going to have a segment I'm going to call Blue Eyed Soul. That's primarily made up of white musicians who have had hits to cross over to the soul charts or the R&B type charts. I do like rap, but I must admit, I have never in my life owned a CD or cassette tape, if you can remember, that was strictly rap. Most of the rap I hear, well, now I hear because I have 2 children in the house, so I kind of keep an ear to music through them, but also most of the music that I do like, there is usually some sort of a feature where a rapper comes in and says stuff. But if you were to ask me if I have the latest, I don't know who's popping now in the big rap world, just say Kendrick Lamar, I would have to tell you no, I don't. And from what I can tell, he has some great music. Excuse me, music lovers, I don't know what just happened because I went through this whole song and dance only to find out at some point I had stopped recording. But like I was saying, yes, that is no shade to the rap industry. It's just that a little bit of it goes a long way with me and stuff. So that's how that is. And then I think other than R&B, soul, blues, big band jazz. But I must admit, the jazz that I really like is more of a jazz fusion. I'm not like, what is the word I'm looking for? I guess purist. I don't think that I am that. But I do like a lot of jazz. Most of what I like is because it has been infused with, and it's not necessarily the singing that drives me to jazz, but it's just the mellowness of it that I like. I have read quite a few books on like big band artists like, what's that man? Okay, I've done Dizzy Gillespie. I've read Cab Calloway. I like to say it's Sir Duke, but Duke Ellington. The only thing I think right off the top of my head, I have not read was like anything on Glenn Miller. Benny Goodman I've read. So I've read quite a few. Sarah Vaughan, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. Oh, and I have a book. I guess it would be more or less in, what would it be? It would be more of a biography because it's written by his daughter, and that is Frank Sinatra. I have not read it yet, but it is on my list, and I will get around to reading it sooner rather than later, which is another reason why I created this channel, because I've had some books on my wish list for years, literally. And I just haven't gotten around to reading. But with this new channel, I will be more likely to go ahead and read and get those up and running. And we can learn some more. Frank Sinatra would be considered, or at one time anyway, he was considered blue-eyed soul. You got Hall & Oates, Steely Dan. I won't say that the group Queen would fall in that category because the only song that, well, We Will Rock You, that was more of a rock song, but you do hear that at football games and stuff pretty much. But the only song that actually crossed over from Queen, as much as I love them, but the only song that I know of that actually crossed over and hit the R&B charts was what? Another One Bites the Dust. That's the only one. But yeah, that song will be considered in the blue-eyed soul. And let me see, what else do I need to say about me or about what you can look for on this channel? I don't know. I think that I will grow as I go, because right now I feel like I'm all over the place. I don't know where I want to go to first. I just know that I want to get it up and running. And the sooner we can get some more people, the more of an informed conversation we can have. So I think for now, music lovers, I'm going to wrap this up, and then so I can go ahead and get started on my first video on this channel, and then we can talk later. But in the meantime, as long as there is music, there is always something to listen to, music lovers. Stay safe out there, and until we can meet again, sing and listen, be safe out there, and God bless.